Paul Leonard Newman, son of Arthur and Teresa Newman, was born in 1925 on the 26th January at Shaker Heights, Cleveland, Ohio, where he also grew up with his older brother, Arthur. At age of 7, Paul developed an interest in theater and played the role of a jester in Robin Hood, a production staged at a school. Although acting was not his first love, he went on to perform at Cleveland Playhouse production of St. George and the Dragon and was an alumnus of Curtin Puller's children's theater program. Despite this, all Paul wanted was to play football and be a professional athlete in the future. He attended Ohio University in Athens, Ohio, after graduating from Shaker Heights High School in 1943 and was a part of the Phi Kappa Tau fraternity while at the university. From then, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy Air Corps to be a pilot but was rejected due to his being colorblind. So he served as a radio operator, spending part of the World War II service in the Pacific. Paul left the military in 1946 and attended Keyon College, Gambia, Ohio on an athletic scholarship where he played football in the school's team. But after getting himself in some trouble in the team, Paul changed his course from economics and majored in theater. While at the Summerstock Theater, Wisconsin, Paul met his first wife, Jacqueline With, in 1949 and they got married soon after. After his wedding, he continued his acting until when his father died a year later. He then moved to Ohio with his new family to run the family business which his father had left behind. But this was not the plan of his wife, so he asked his brother to take over the business while he relocated to Connecticut and enrolled at the Yale School of Drama. Family life and lack of acting jobs left Paul with no money to continue his studies at Yale, so he left for New York. While there, he retook studies with Lee Strasberg at his famous studio. Soon after, Paul made his Broadway debut in Picnic in 1953, William Inge's Pulitzer Prize-winning comedy. The show ran for 14 months and became a source of great support for Paul's growing family. And around the same time, he got work at the then Imagine Medium Television. The next 6 years, Paul got his first film role in The Silver Chalice, but the film was a box office failure that brought him terrible reviews. Paul chose not to be deterred by this. He forged on, and in 1959, he garnered critical acclaim for playing Rocky in Somebody Up There Likes Me. After his success, he earned another acclaim on Broadway's The Desperate Hours. The next 2 years saw Paul starring in Philco Playhouse, Playwrights 56, and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, the latter which established Paul as an actor who could take on a complex character after being discarded as just a handsome face on screen. His role in the film earned him his first Academy Award nomination. The year 1958 was to be one of Paul's turn of events as he divorced his first wife and got married to Joanne Woodward after starring in The Long Hot Summer with her. This came as no surprise as he had started an affair off the screen with Joanne while he was still married to his first wife. Paul, who at this time was a known actor, continued to thrive with critical praise, especially for his work in Otto Preminger's Exodus, with later famous roles in The Hustler, Hard, Cool Hand Luke, Winning, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Verdict, Pollack's Absence of Malice, Paris Blues, The Towering Inferno, and several others. Paul also tried his hands at directing few films, including Harry and Son, Rachel and Rachel, and 4 other feature films. Though he was widely termed one of Hollywood's finest actors, he had never won an Academy Award, but this was changed when he was given an honorary award in 1985 for his film contributions. By the time Paul was approaching his 70s, his acting was still one that delighted viewers, and some of the films he acted include Nobody Fools, Road to Perdition, and Empire Falls. During the period of his early days of acting, Paul developed a love for racing while rehearsing for one of his film roles, and by 1972, he scored his first racing at a track in Connecticut. Furthermore, Paul won a National Sports Car Club of American title in 1977 and also became known as a professional racer. He became the oldest driver to win a 24-hour-long race when he served as part of the Rolex 24 Daytona winning team. Beyond being an actor and a car racer, Paul was also a businessman that owned a food company in the 1980s. First, he was making bottles of salad dressing, which he gave out as gifts during Christmas. From there, he developed the idea to begin his own company, Newman's Own, along with his friend A.E. Hochner. The company has donated over $250 million to charities worldwide over many years since its inception. He also owns the Scott Newman Center, founded after the death of his only son, with the aim to tackle drug overdose and excessive alcohol consumption. Paul also found the Hole in the Wall camps that gives children living with threatening illness a memorable fun-filled holiday. The camp has expanded to 8 more camps in Ireland, France, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Furthermore, in 1983, Paul became a major grant donor to the Mirror Theatre Limited, which also has Al Pacino and Dustin Hoffman as donors. He also made donations of $250,000 in 1999 to Catholic Relief Services for the aid of Kosovo refugees and $10 million to Kenyon College, and was named the most generous celebrity in 2008. A year before he announced his retirement from acting in 2007, Paul voiced a character in the animated film Cars and also served as a narrator for the 2007 documentary The Price of Sugar. Though he had announced his retirement in 2007, Paul was still planning to direct Of Mice and Men, a production at the West Point Country Playhouse the following year. But that year saw the end of his career and life as he succumbed to death at his home in Westport, Connecticut on 26 September 2008, having suffered from cancer which he kept private. Paul, who had 6 children, 3 from his first marriage to Jacqueline and the other 3 from Joanne, with whom he spent the next 50 years of his life, has been missed and remembered for the great films he gave his amazing acting talent. He was vibrant, charitable, and he greatly loved Joanne, with whom their love story has been reviewed as one of Hollywood's most enduring and successful marriage. Paul's acting roles covered over 65 movies throughout his life. He made his roles seem effortless with his humor and unassuming intelligence. He was also passionate about each role he took as an actor, producer, and entrepreneur, which kept him going as a great actor even in his old age. Paul was honored with numerous awards, which includes 1 BAFTA, 1 Primetime Emmy Award, 1 Screen Actor Awards, and an Academy Awards, and had a net worth of $80 million at the time of his death. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'll appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. We love you.